Everything else.
I'm recording that.
Other things in my life this year, not so good. Many of you in February got this email from me that said, I got my dream job. And then many of you at the end of August got the email that said, I got let go. My dream job quickly turned into a nightmare. And my self-esteem left in shambles, have been looking for, thank God I have a husband, you know, to tell me that I'm worth something, because that was horrifying. And it was an awful experience. And in the first couple weeks of just the shock of it, I was determined that it's so easy when everything falls out from under you to try to cling to the things that you know to do, or try to control it somehow, and you know, try to do it all on your own. And I didn't want to do that, and I fought that almost every day of, you know, well, God isn't doing anything, so I guess I just have to take this crappy job that's offered, or whatever, you know, like you try to do it yourself, and I didn't want to be that person. And so a couple weeks into what became 4 months of unemployment, I wrote a song, and I'm going to share it with you tonight. It's called The Road I'm Walking Down. And I remember I was actually talking to my friend Rebecca that had the baby today on the phone one day, and I said, you know, just as part of the conversation, I said, or I heard myself say, well, we walk by faith and not by sight, you know. And then kind of one of those little things we say as Christians, and but after I heard myself say that, I said, we really do. We walk by faith and not by sight, not just by the things that we can see and feel and touch and hear. And I don't want to just say that. I want to live that. And so I actually wrote this song, not that I could believe it every day or even say that I lived up to it, but I wrote it almost as a thing just to remind myself that this is what you believe and this is how you will live. Anyway, and coming up here, I wanted to share this song with you, and I came up here planning to, you know, just say I don't have a job. I've had a really rough year, and many of you know, we were driving up here, worried about the two things we're worried about is job stuff and weather stuff. We're driving through the pass, which is the worst part of the drive. There's blue sky, it's sunshine. And my phone rings, and I got offered a full-time job at Fuller Seminary, where my husband is the student. So as you know, 48 hours ago, the story didn't have a happy ending yet, and God has given me a wonderful Christmas gift. I start on January 4th, so I get to just play for a couple of weeks, and then work in an environment where they value what I value, and are totally understanding of, you know, our life and him being a student and all that. Anyway, it's fabulous. So I just wanted to share this with you tonight. When I can't see ahead of me, when I'm shrouded in uncertainty, I give up sight for solid ground, and faith is the road